Hey everyone, welcome to another video review. This is the Transformers 3 Legacy Evolution Deluxe Class Crashbar. You can see him there in front of the box. Go ahead and put him off to the side real quick. And yes, he's another Junkion. You can see his motorcycle mode, his name, and Legacy Evolution Transformers, all that stuff there on the front. On the top you have, of course, the QR code if you want the tech specs. And of course you have the robot mode, both a close-up and a far-away shot. On the side here you have half of the product line thing there. On the bottom you have who's manufactured in, copyrights, and what's included again. And of course on the back here you have product shots and warnings and all that stuff. Including, yes, these Evo Fusion. And of course you have the instructions, which kind of show some things, but also kind of gloss over a couple other things, that's for sure. Anyway. Crashbar, he is another Junkion in the Legacy Evolution, which means he's kind of the new weaponizer thing, although this one's a little more limited compared to Scrap Hook. So you can see there, you guys kind of cool little, I guess, whole horn helmet thing with the mono visor, silver face there. Got the yellow, kind of the mustardy yellow, well, I don't know, yeah, the kind of yellow and reds there, silver. You got the Autobot symbol. Got some little spikes there, kind of asymmetrical, and some grays, and kind of a 4-pack. Venting. He's got his asymmetric legs, one with flames. It's kind of weird feet, symmetry. He's got his wheels back here, kind of just gray and all that stuff back here. And there you go, close-up stuff. Looks pretty good overall as a figure. Another thing is on mine, at least a couple things, it's kind of difficult to get him to stand nicely because the shape of his legs kind of make things kind of weird. Also on mine, these pegs are really loose, so it doesn't take much for these to just pop themselves loose, particularly when you're transforming it, man. Get that in a little bit, but he also has a couple of accessories, which right there, he's got 2 exhaust pipes, which can both peg onto his back. Right there in those peg holes, right here, like that. And that is part of his overall look. And he also has these 2, I guess, well, probably rocket launchers or something. You can hold these, pegs all over, but you want to use this one right here for proper gun usage, I guess. And there you go. He can have his little rocket launcher looking things or something, or maybe grenade launchers, whatever they're called, whatever they are, they look cool. The other thing is back here, you can see these tires, and one of them, they don't tell you this in the instructions at all, but they show it in the box, which is, bring this back, you can actually unpeg this unfolds right here, and you could bring this tire out and fold these back and get that all situated. The cool thing here is this tire right here, you can see in here, you can get these out and open that up, and yeah, they're geared, and it's a big old shuriken. You can have that like mounted on his arm or whatever if you want. Of course, it's kind of hard to do so when you have this there, but you can mount this somewhere. You're supposed to be able to. I think it's actually the 2 different size pegs. That explains that. Yeah, you can peg this on somewhere. Have a shuriken or just spinning blade thing. Yeah, this is also that's another thing that comes off real easily, but yeah, you can just mount it on the arm. No problems. If you want. Though, yeah, it's kind of a unfortunate thing is, yeah, this thing gets in the way a little bit. Hold it differently, you might be able to get away with it, but yeah. Yeah, that's a cool thing they can do. They don't really tell you that in the instructions for some reason, but yeah, head, articulation head is on a ball joint. You get left and right and up and down and back and forth and lots of waggle. There's a lot of range there. Shoulders are on pegs, so you can swivel them all the way around, and you can also, that's not supposed to come off, but yeah, you can do that. You can do outward that far, and you have a bicep swivel, and elbows actually have a full curl. The wrist can swivel, which is nice. There is a waist joint. Pretty much unhindered. Very tight on mine. Hips can go forward that far. And back pretty far. And outward. Again, pretty far. Very far, more than full splits. You have a swivel above the knee. The knees themselves can go about 90 degrees or so. They come apart real easily. And of course, the feet can tilt, either way. And you can also have a little bit of forward and a little bit forward, actually a lot forward, a little bit back if you get the wheels out of the way a little bit. And again, that's coming undone real easily. You got all that. And this can independently kind of a toe joint on these. And this, both of them have independent toe joints. They kind of act the same, although this one has more tilt range than this one because of molding. So there you go. There's Crashbar's robot mode as a whole. Again, pretty nice, but yeah, oh boy, yeah, mine is kind of a lot of loose parts, which makes things a lot more annoying than they should be. Kind of becomes a problem on multiple occasions. But anyway, comparisons real quick. Here he is with Scrapbook. I'm pretty sure that's the name. I've forgotten. And he's a bit smaller, but he turns a motorcycle. Makes sense. So there's that. I'll show combination stuff a little bit later when they're in their vehicle modes. Here he is with Wreck-Gar, the Studio Series version. Yeah, big size difference there. And here he is with Earthrise Optimus, just the standard. So there you go. Pretty good, cool looking robot mode and whatnot. And unfortunately, mine has a bit of a looseness that's kind of annoying. But anyway, transformation. First things first is get these bits out of his hands, get these off his back, and take this and put it back where it was, including collapsing the shuriken, which thankfully again geared, so you don't have to worry about that. And then, of course, get this back in where it was. Because it's different pegs, so you have to kind of put it in a specific way. And man, that's coming off real easily. There we go. Look at that. Okay, yeah. Like I said, this is annoying. Like, I get it's supposed to come apart, but come on. It needs to stay together a little bit better than that. Anyway. Transformation. Once you get all that squared away, take the head here, and it's on a little platform thing. You want to, you push the platform, and the head will just kind of zoop right in. The instructions don't make that part clear. From here, you want to take the wrists and rotate them 180. Hands there, and rotate 180, and then go ahead and fold the arms up, and the wrists will kind of go over those spikes. This one is a little more of a nuisance than the other side, right there. That, and then go ahead and take these and untab them from the side here, and they'll bring them back. And this right here, this thing will tab into this little hole notch right there. That will click into place too, like that. Do the same thing on this side, and then that tabs in. These are supposed to sit straight, although for the life of me, I cannot get them to sit nice and straight. But that's the closest I can get, and even then, I believe that's kind of incorrect because of reasons. So anyway, you're then go ahead and take the waist and rotate it 90 degrees like this. Make sure to do it that way specifically because this is the front of the motorcycle, so you want this part at the front. Take the legs here, and you want to rotate these like this, like that. And then this, you want to go ahead, and these little bits, you want to take the handlebars and move those out. And then bring this around like this. Bring this out like that. And then this can come down. There's a hinge inside the leg here. You want to bend that hinge and bring this thigh into the shin, I guess. And then these tabs right here are supposed to go into the slots on here. However, it doesn't work very well, at least in my experience. Trying to get this all slotted in, and this is where I mean by the especially since I believe the instructions kind of show something which is very confusing. Because yeah, there's also little tiny tabs that are supposed to go into there too, but like it's very strange, and trying to get that situated because yeah, it's supposed to be like that. There we go. Now it's sitting straight. That's the first time I think I ever got it to sit straight. Yeah, get that all squared away. So And this one back here, same thing. Bring that down. This will, again, there's a hinge in there. You want to go ahead and bring that back and down. Again, there's little tiny tabs that are supposed to go into little notches there, right there. And then right here, you want to kind of get this position particularly right. And then these pieces right here, the accessories, the pipes here, you want to go ahead and let's see. Okay, this one goes on the right side because it's you want to peg them in like this, and then bring them and then rotate them around. There's a little tab here on this, will go into the little slot here. It's easiest to peg it in like that and rotate it up and around. It'll kind of lock itself into place like so. Same thing here. Peg this in, and then rotate it up and around, and they'll latch into place. And then these bits right here, let's see, right like this. These two pegs right here will go into these ports right here. Is the right one? Yeah, I think so. Yep. Like this, so, and like so. And once you've done that, you pretty much have, of course these handlebars came undone. There we go. You pretty much have Crashbar in his vehicle mode. And yeah, it's a pretty cool motorcycle actually. Again, it's kind of got the whole, flaming yellow and red there. You got the kind of odd looking little front bit there. And yeah, I wish this foot kind of like did something besides just kind of, just chilling out back there. I wish this did something a little more, but it doesn't really do much of anything. You can do that, I guess, and I guess you kind of have a shelf or something, but like, I don't know. That's one of those things. The engine block kind of looks all right, all things considering it's mostly the made of arms and all that stuff. And you got the little side saddlebags and whatnot, and tires do roll, so he does roll pretty well. And because he's got a fairly wide bottom, he doesn't really need a kickstand. As you can see his head right there. But, overall you can adjust this a little bit how you, how you want that to sit. So there you go. This guy's in a deluxe, so I don't think he's kind of I think a lot of figures would have a hard time riding him properly. But anyway, yeah, he looks pretty good in this mode. Real quick comparisons. And here he is with a scrapbook. Similar color palettes. He's a little more muted. Here's the junk heap. Yeah, and then they're gonna transform Wreck-Gar. I'm just gonna do this. Same basic thing. But yeah, different size motorcycles for sure. Very different. And here he is with Earthrise Optimus, who, yes, definitely scales completely out of whack here. But hey, that's just kind of how it is with vehicles. Now, the whole Evo Fusion thing, they kind of have a weird thing they're doing this. Yeah, I'm just going to get these accessory bits off real quick because I got to get them out of the way. But yeah, there's a whole thing there, which, yeah, basically, as you saw multiple times, you just got to unpeg that and unpeg that. And then this is supposed to be its own block. You're supposed to also remove the head, apparently. Which, yeah, they literally make it easier to, pop the head off, or at least it's supposed to. It's a pain in the butt. Because of how it's, there we go. Yeah, I kind of want to slide it back on that thing a little bit. But yeah, you're supposed to kind of leave this like this, I guess. You can remove the arms as well if you want, because they do come off. Yeah, as it stands, they don't really show a whole lot. I'm trying to figure out what exactly to do with these as weapons, but as it is, they kind of show with scrap hook here. If I can get this all done. Get these out of the way, but yeah, they kind of show the one thing you can do, which is where is it? There it is. Weird thing, which you have to kind of get this back out like that, and moving this one Where's the light? There you are. Get this back out too. Because they show what I think they really show is actually straight up, like, yeah, what one thing they really actually show is like two of these in the front and whatnot, which, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Also, these joints are weak enough that's kind of had guarded, but yeah, you could do weird stuff like this. Yeah, theoretically, if you buy two of these guys, or hopefully there's a repaint, because I want to buy two with one guy, I want to buy a different motorcycle guy. You know, you could, you know, have two of these up front and whatnot, and so on and so forth, hopefully. Unfortunately, on mine, these pegs are weak enough that it's really hard to actually, you know, do anything of substance with these. Because it just wants to pop itself out. But yeah, you can theoretically do a bunch of stuff, just not very well. So that's a thing, I guess. Yeah, so you can do a bunch of stuff. There's things you can do. You can mix and match again. All sorts of weird things. You can, well, theoretically, you can actually, yeah, make whole new dudes and whatnot. Frankenstein them and so on and so forth. That's, yeah, you can do all sorts of stuff. So, yeah. Actually, you can, So yeah, that's all a bunch of stuff you can do, you know, mix and match, figure out, hopefully maybe you can figure out a way you can do a whole big old combined person. I want to see that, because I believe there's two more. There's one they've already announced, and I think there's a fourth Junkion in the deluxe class, or maybe it's Voyager, I don't know. The fourth Junkion that maybe we can do some sort of combined mode thing. That'll be pretty cool. Hopefully that's a thing. So, yeah, any which way, Crashbar is... He's got a few problems in mine. Namely, mine has a lot of loose parts, which are really annoying to deal with, and they don't like to stay pegged together. That one bit on the transformation of the arms is a little annoying because it doesn't want to stay in place. But he looks pretty good in both modes. Overall, he definitely is going to have, I think, a lot of playability once you start really factoring all the Junkions and everything. And yeah, I think he's pretty solid overall. Cute. I think Scrap Hook is overall a better figure, but Crashbar's not too bad either. So yeah, go check him out if you want. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe you'll get a better copy than I got. So that's it for this one. I hope you found it informative and entertaining. Hope you like, comment, subscribe. Check out my Twitter. I'm at Nemesis Prime 1. Check out my co-host, co-host.org/Nemesis-Prime. Check out my coffee and my Patreon. I shall see you next time with another video review.